conscious mind can only handle about 211 bits of information per second. Your subconscious mind handles 11 million bits of information a second. And you have something called a reticular activator, that's your big filter to make sure you're not listening to shit that isn't important to you. But your brain will take you there in a very strange way. But you have to trust it, and you have to believe in it, and you have to move it. I cannot tell you, like the reason I am here today in this freaking house, flying around with jets, and I got Playboy girls and stupid stuff happening to me, I can never conceptualize at my young age, you know, is all because I trusted my subconscious brain to let it do the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
So they say that, you know, intelligence is IQ and all that stuff, and that does help. But where your real intelligence is going to come from is what's called unconscious competence. It's going to be a system running in the back of your head. It's like walking, it's like talking, it's like typing, it's like riding a bike. But you also want to make them for business and for life. And once you have those systems running in the background that you're not even thinking about, they're working on your behalf. I can guarantee you they are. And you can run as many of those systems as you want in a row. If you think about like wheels, you have one wheel, and then there's a TV set, and you're watching that program. That program is a program that you have unconscious competence in. And then spin it down. Look at the next program, and the next one, and the next one. You go, hey, that's pretty good. You add another wheel to it, and another program, another program. The wheel just keeps getting better. It doesn't stop. It's infinity. The more of those programs you got running in the background, the more easier it is for your subconscious mind to connect the dots and feed you the reality in a way that it's hoping that you're going to take action upon it. So that's kind of the power of the mind.
Big mind.
It's all mindset. I don't care if it's bodybuilding, whatever you're doing, business, all of it's mindset. It is mindset. In fact, I can teach you all the biggest marketing techniques in the world and sign the option, and it's not going to matter unless you have the mindset. I find that some of the best people who adapt in business are guys who were professional athletes of some sort because they have the discipline to do it. And that's just how it is.
What would you say some of your most powerful programs that you have running are?
Marketing, like language communication programs I have running.
Yeah.
Marketing, salesmanship programs, and believe me, you don't need to know like 10,000 different things. You just got to do like a few things really well, and that's what I do. Like I know NLP. I was trained by Bandler all the way to the level of trainers training, all that stuff. You know, most people use it for therapy. I use it for persuasion, influence, and to actually communicate better. Because the biggest thing is getting your idea across to someone is in a clear, concise manner that's not confusing. I've talked to several billionaires, and the biggest takeaway I've got from those guys are, the simpler you make something, the more money you're going to make. And what you think is simple is probably fucking complicated like you wouldn't believe. And so I said, well, what do you mean? And I gave them some examples, and they go, see, you understand that, Mike, because you're in business. They go, that's freaking complicated. Like, they're not going to understand that. I go, really? Really? He goes, yeah, really. You really have to break it down into the most simplest terms that you possibly can. When you speak to people, you speak to them at about the 11 or 12-year-old age. You don't want to communicate higher. You see guys who use big words and have vocabularies and stuff. The last thing you want to do when you're communicating with a person is have them stop and try to think about the word that you just told them. It's a deal killer. You want them to always have that picture that you want to draw in your mind. And do it in the most simplest of ways. Keep things